Hi first graders, today we are reading about great inventions. You use inventions all the time. An invention is something new. Inventors are curious people. They figure out how to solve problems. An inventor can imagine a new thing that will help make people's lives easier. What would life be like without telephones? People used to communicate by sending letters. If the letter was going far away, that meant it could take weeks to get important news. People also sent coded messages called telegraphs. Called telegrams. Telegrams came quickly, but you had to learn a special code to send them. Over 100 years ago, Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone. It carried people's voices to faraway places. Soon people could make calls from their homes and jobs. They could share news, make plans, order goods, and much more. But people needed to call from other places too. New inventors made cell phones that could call from anywhere. Today's cell phones can also send text messages and help you go online. And look at these old phones, aren't they interesting? Okay, here's our next one. How would you read at night if it weren't for electric light? The light bulb is another invention that changed the world. For many years, people used fire to make light. Burning wood, candles, and oil made a dim, smoky light. Lights that burned gas came next. Gas lights cost less and gave off more light, but they were dangerous. Breathing the gas made people sick. Gas lights sometimes caused fires, too. People needed a bright, safe light. Then an inventor made street lights that used electric sparks. These were safer, but they didn't last long. People needed an electric light that would last a long time. In 1879, Thomas Edison found a way to make a light bulb that was both safe and long-lasting. His invention let people see at night while they worked, played, and studied. Today, inventors still work to improve the light bulb. The newest light bulbs give off less heat and use less energy. And like Edison's light bulb, they last a long time. Can you picture a world with no cars? The invention of cars changed the way people live. Long ago in America, most people traveled by foot, by horse, or by train. People who walked or rode horses could go anywhere, but travel was slow. Riding a train was faster, but people could only go where the trains went. In 1893, the first gasoline-powered car in America was invented. Now people could drive anywhere there was a road. At first, cars were made slowly, one by one. The work was complicated. The cars cost a lot of money. Then in the early 1900s, Henry Ford changed the way cars were made. He invented the assembly line to make cars. A person who's part of an assembly line makes only one part of the car. Other workers make other parts of the car. The workers can do their work very quickly. Because Ford's assembly lines made cars quickly, his Model T cars were less expensive than other cars. Many people had enough money to purchase one of these cars. Now people could live in one place and drive to work someplace else. Many people still do this. Cars have let us travel far. Look at that old car. Isn't that interesting? How different they are? How different they were. Okay, here's our next one. Do you use a computer in class or at home? Computers help us in many ways. They help us to write and send messages. They help us find information quickly. They help doctors know what is wrong with sick people, who helped create this very useful machine. Computers did not have just one inventor. They had many. The first computers in America were used in the 1940s and early 50s. They were huge. They filled whole rooms at colleges and businesses. So if you look at this picture right here that you're looking at, that huge room with the people in black and white, that was a computer. Inventors imagined that one day people would use computers in their homes. They looked for ways to make parts smaller and easier to use. They invented the microchip. This tiny device allowed computers to do more and take up less space. People could own personal computers. The first personal computers were heavy. Most stood on a desk or a table in a person's home. Then inventors figured out how to make computers smaller and lighter. Laptop computers are easy to carry around. People continue to invent new computers and programs that let us use computers in new ways. It is fun to imagine what computers of the future might do. Okay, friends, that was really interesting, learning about some of the inventions that have been created. And maybe you'll create an invention someday. Okay, bye everyone.